So you decided you want to do some copywriting as a brand new writer, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to show that I'm a copywriter? How do I build a copywriting portfolio with my first writing sample? Ooh, I want to do some Facebook ad writing, sales page writing, landing page writing. Oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I do? All right, that's one of the biggest questions as a brand new copywriter. All right, so in this video, I'm going to share with you my process of creating a copywriting portfolio from scratch so that it can help you land some copywriting gigs. My name is Elna Cain, and I've been a freelance writer since 2014, and I have helped thousands of writers and copywriters just like you get your first 1,000 as a brand new writer. All right, so if you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more freelance writing advice from a mom to twins. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so if you don't know, what is copywriting? Copywriting is writing text for the purpose of advertising or selling a service or product. It's a different style of writing as compared to writing articles you commonly see on sites or blogs. This is called content writing. I have a video on the differences between copywriting and content writing, so you can check that out after you watch this video. Now, while these pieces of content are generally focused on maintaining a reader's interest in getting traffic, the difference is with copywriting, it's specifically written to sell something. So how are you supposed to demonstrate that on your copywriting portfolio? Well, there are two main methods to creating that first writing sample as a copywriter, all right? Now, the first one is creating that mock sample. Okay, it is the mock sample of your writing service. So if you want to write landing pages as a copywriter, then you can create mock-ups of different types of landing pages depending on what topic you want to do. If you just want to be a copywriter in varying topics, then you can do a health-based landing page. You can do a finance-based landing page mock-up or a parenting one, whatever you're choosing. And then from there, you can see what type of prospects are going to be looking at those mock-ups and say, oh, you know what? I really need something for my parenting site or my health site. You might get a big hit on health and get 3 clients from your health writing sample. I think creating a mock-up is one of the best things you can do to show prospects that you can actually write what you are promoting on your website, right? If you say you can write a landing page, they want to see that. They want to see examples of that. One of my students, Kim, has created a mock-up little design element actually using Canva. So you can use Canva to create this. It's free to use. And she provides email sequences. So she's created mock-ups of her email sequence. Here's what it looks like. So she has her picture. She has her call to action, what she is. Kim Gallagher lives in Las Vegas with her children, husband, 4 dogs, and the worst feral cat ever. She can be found guzzling coffee and hoarding tea, burning incense, and meditating. She loves books, laughter, and she makes some kick-ass biscuits and gravy. She uses her intuitive gifts when writing to focus on the nuances of what connects you with your readers. Right, and then she goes in and talks about the first email sequence. So it was with this company or this mock-up company, and this is what you did. And she provided the email templates. This is something that you can easily draft up in Canva. You can even use something like Google Docs to have that presentation of the copy, and then you can link to that on your portfolio page. It's not as pretty as something like what Kim did, but it's a start, definitely something that you can do. The biggest thing when you create these mock-up samples is that you really have to dive into the fictional aspect of that company. Kim actually had these as clients, and so I'm sure she asked them if she can use these as a writing sample on her portfolio page. But it goes the same with a mock-up. You can create a business name, create what they sell, what they needed, and then you can devise the email or the Facebook ad or the sales page for that business, whatever copywriting service you want to provide. All right, so that to me could be the most optimized way to land your copywriting jobs with that type of portfolio item. But if you at the moment don't know how to use Canva, you're not quite sure about your skill level in your service, what you can do, another way you can demonstrate your knowledge in your copywriting service is to create a blog post. Now, to see this in action, we can look at Susan Green's website. She's a copywriter, and how she demonstrates her portfolio items. So on her website, she has a lot of projects. I'm pretty sure these are her clients, but you can definitely show this as a beginner with maybe 3 of these. So if you want to create website copy, you can do something like this. So what she did is that when you click on project details, she has the company name, where they're located, some analytics about it, and then what the challenge was for this company. Again, you can create a mock-up of this, and then you can design this in Canva, take a screenshot and show what this looks like, right? Something like this. Talk about the solution, the before and after. So you can create something like this process that Susan does on her portfolio page that really demonstrates her knowledge of writing website copy. This could all be fictional. It could all just be a mock-up, but you can use that format to demonstrate your credibility. Now, the second way is through a blog post. You can write about your service, about writing sales pages or email sequences or landing pages as a blog post. You can then share that in your pitches when you do cold pitching for a prospect. So let's look at an example of that. For this copywriter, Carmen here, he's a Toronto-based copywriter. His blog is filled with great types of content that shows his experience as a conversion copywriter. So for example, this blog post, How to Write a Webinar Script That Drives Sales Quickly, is a great portfolio item if you want to do webinar scripts. So you can click on this. Maybe you want to work with podcasters and with course creators. Then you can write a blog post about creating a webinar script, creating a YouTube script, a podcast script in a line of what you want to do. And so he has an edge to it because he's a conversion copywriter that in his blog post that says that drives sales quickly. Someone that's reading this wants to know that script and how that can drive sales for their business. So you can see it's detailed with examples that shows basically his credibility as the person to hire for your webinar scripts. If you want to tackle that way of creating a copywriting portfolio for the first time, then I feel it's a little bit easier. You get to actually learn about your writing service. So again, if you want to just pick webinar scripts, then read up on it, learn about it, and then you can write a blog post that fulfills your desire of providing that service, right? Maybe for you, your webinar script, your process of finding out that webinar script is different than what you've read. Maybe you have an idea in your head of an onboarding process. So in your blog post, you'll talk about that onboarding process, the type of questions you would ask to get the right type of webinar script for your potential client. Right? If you can demonstrate all that process of hiring you in your blog post, then the person reading it is going to become familiar with you, it's going to trust you more, and more likely to click over to your contact page to find out how to hire you for their webinar projects. Those are 2 great methods to create a copywriting portfolio for the first time. Your first writing sample is with a mock-up or with a blog post demonstrating your service as a copywriter. I hope that helped you. If you need more help with cold pitching and getting those clients once you have that portfolio, make sure to download my cold pitching swipe file where I share with you some cold pitches to help you land your first copywriting job. So smash that like button, subscribe to my channel for more freelance writing advice, and I'll see you in the next video.